Welcome to week 1 of the crafting vlog. I started off the week with trying to make these dragon head mounts. They are paper mache, and there was a template that I could follow. It took about half a day to put 2 of these together, the heads and the bases, and originally the plan was to let my kids paper mache these and paint them, but I think it'll be a little too difficult because of their age. So I'm coming up with another project for them to do. And it wasn't super difficult. I haven't gotten the chance to paper mache them yet, but I did get the cardboard part done at least. And while the bases were drying, the actual head mount part, I started working on a cauldron. I wanted to have a really big witch cauldron, and I decided that I was gonna paper mache it. So I started off with blowing up all of these balloons, thinking that I could make my own big circle shape, right? And that really didn't work out too well. I tried for quite a while to get an actual circle shape with kind of a flat base, and the balloons were too big and they were all stuck together, so they started popping. It was just a huge mess. Absolute fail. So I scrapped that idea, found the biggest, cheapest beach ball that I could find on Amazon, which was a 42-inch. That came in the next day, and then I knew I wanted it to have a flat base because I'm putting a big fog machine inside of it. So I cut a pool noodle to fit the bottom of the ball and taped a cardboard piece on top. What I'm doing here is stretching the tape out to the middle of the ball. That way it has a smooth transition and there's not this weird ledge. And I finally get to start paper macheing. So I'm working on the first layer, and oh my gosh, I forgot how tedious this was, but I mean, it's the cheapest way to make something completely customized and make these huge sculptures or structures. So it is worth it in my opinion. It just takes a long time, the macheing part. And for me, I use the Elmer's all-purpose glue, and that is a 1-to-1 ratio of water and glue. There were nights where I couldn't sleep and I'd get up at 2-3 in the morning and start doing another layer, working on that. So this is the second layer. Good news is I finally found a use for all the papers that my kids bring home from school. I have a ton of fabric, right? Tons of fabric that could potentially be used for sewing projects, but a lot of them won't be used. I had this old sheet, so I cut the sheet up into really long strips for this project, because using fabric in a paper mache project, it can actually make it really strong. Make your structure super strong without having to do a ton of more layers. And I think at this point I had 3 layers on the beach ball, and now I'm working on the 4th, and it's fabric. In the garage trying to enjoy some fresh air and sunlight, and I was getting bit by mosquitoes the entire time. I was out there about 30 minutes. I'm just trying to hang in. I'm I can do it. I'm almost done. I'll be done in no time. It's not that bad. Just try to ignore it. So I kept going and going, and I had my laptop outside watching the Charlie Sheen documentary because I just need to have some kind of noise in the background. So at this point, I'm done. Annoyed, I can't take any more bites. I bring everything inside, and I ended up doing 2 layers of fabric. So in total, I have 5 layers for this cauldron. After that, I set everything in the garage to dry, and I let it dry for 2 days. And while that's drying, I start working on pumpkins. I had a few pumpkins already shaped and kind of ready, but I also wanted to get some more ready. So I started making bigger ones and filling those with fabric because I just had crazy amounts of fabric. And when I used the paper bags inside of the plastic bags, or the plastic bags inside of the plastic bags, they were coming out really lumpy. I wasn't getting the shape I wanted, so then I decided to just grab extra fabric and use that to make my shape, which made it a lot softer, rounder, and more customizable to what I wanted. By the end of this, I had 8 pumpkins, and I still need to make more. I haven't gotten there yet. We'll get there. This is week 1. During week 1 of doing all of this, I also had my kids' field trip, a parent lunch day, and planning my daughter's birthday party. So I was kind of beating myself up, wishing that I could get more done, but at the same time, obviously, there's a lot going on in life, right? So watching this back makes me feel a little better because I do think I actually accomplished a lot. But at the time, I was like, damn, I wish I could do more. And it is family tradition to put Nightmare Before Christmas on and set up the tree for Halloween. We do this every year. I started this when my first daughter was born. And this year, we're just putting a sheet over it to make it look like a ghost. Usually, we do like ornaments, Halloween decorations, and stuff, but we're keeping it simple this year because all of our old decorations got messed up in the weather. Like, water got into the storage tub and they all got ruined. So we're starting from scratch this year. And then I ended up staying up late one night trying to paper mache at least a couple pumpkins to help me get things rolling. But that's as far as I made it for the first week. And I'm actually kind of proud of myself. I do think I accomplished a lot. My plan for the front yard is to have that cauldron with fog and lights coming out, and also have a fire pit of bones at the base of it with a witch standing behind the cauldron. And then I'm making pumpkins for a haunted pumpkin patch. That'll be on one side of the yard. But those are also gonna double as decorations for my kids' trunk or treat school event. I'm gonna do a haunted pumpkin patch in the trunk and also use it as our front yard decorations. That's why I need so many, because I wanna make it like a mini pumpkin patch. Week 2 is gonna be even busier.